What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again on Christmas Eve for another BFR video. As you can see, I'm already kind of dressed up, ready for the Christmas spirit. And, yeah, this is as much as I'll probably get dressed up. I'm not one that likes to get all fancy. But, Game 32 versus the Columbus Blue Jackets at 7:30 p.m. on December 23rd was last night, and we still have to do a BFR. And this was Stalock's first start back, and did he make it count? Stalock, as a Blackhawk goaltender, has a more than 1/500 winning record. He's been excellent. The score, 5-2 Chicago. They go to 8-20-4 with the win before Christmas. Shots were 37-29 Chicago. Hits were 19-17 Chicago. Faceoffs were 42-23 Chicago. On the power play, Chicago goes 1 for 5, and Columbus goes 1 for 4. Stalock goes 27 for 29 before being replaced by, Stalock saves 27 out of 29. Tarasov saves 16 out of 20 before being replaced by Korpisalo, who saves 16 out of 17. And this game started off slow, but it picked up definitely when we get to the third. In the first, Tyler Johnson was denied twice. Shots were 3-2 at 10 minutes. There were actually no shots at 5 minutes, and there wasn't a whistle until 6 minutes in. Athanasiou and Dickinson were denied, and how did he save those? I wrote down, so they must have been pretty good saves. 6:31, Chicago goal to Patrick Kane, his 5th of the season from Taves to make it 1-0. He has been snake-bitten all season long. Good to see him get on the board. And then 2.5 minutes later, at 4 minutes exactly, it's a Chicago missile one-timer. It's a goal from Max Domi, 11th of the year from Tyler Johnson and Kane. Tyler Johnson kept it in, got it over to Kane. Kane right over to Domi, bam. That was it for the first. We go to the second. We're at 17:29. Chicago continues the marathon as it's a 2-on-1 goal for Andreas Athanasiou, 7th of the season, from Mitchell and Lafferty to make it 3-0. And then less than a minute later, I think it's 54 seconds later, it's at 16:36. It's a Chicago goal to Taylor Radish, 10th of the year from Taves and Kurashev to make it 4-0. Kara was denied as a great pass by Stalock. So after that, Korpisalo was in, Tarasov was out. Hawks are running rings around Columbus, I wrote down. 12:27, Chicago penalty to Murphy and Columbus penalty to Olivier for roughing. Well, Murphy got roughing, Olivier got unsportsmanlike conduct, so it was 4-on-4. 11:33 then, it's a Columbus penalty to Roslovic for tripping, which would be 4-on-3 for 1 minute and 6 seconds, 5-on-4 for 54 seconds. Athanasiou was denied. Stalock's stick handling has been fantastic, I wrote down. Corrali, big hit on Taves, and a massive scrum ensues. Laine is said to look very disinterested in the game at this point, which isn't the first time we've heard this about Laine, so that's quite interesting to hear. Athanasiou was denied, several bad offside calls on Chicago. Kane hits the post, the Hawks are continually looking for more. Robinson shorthanded is stopped. Kurashev, Kara, and Athanasiou on all consecutive chances are denied. Very good goaltending by Korpisalo tonight. Olivier and Stalock are chirping back and forth. Stalock then, because the reason they were chirping is because Stalock went to the corner and just stepped on his stick and broke it clean in half. And Olivier was not happy. And Columbus, the bench overall, was not happy with Stalock, and it wouldn't be the end of it. Stalock breaks his stick. Columbus bench then challenges him, so that was interesting. And at 7:40, it's a Chicago penalty to Dickinson for interference, and that was an awful call. That wasn't even close to interference. 6:12 then, it's a Columbus power play goal to Kirill Marchenko, the Russian rookie, 4th of the season from Bjork and Roslovic to make it 4-1. Robinson's denied. Korpisalo robs Tyler Johnson. A lot of late whistles, questionable officiating going on in this game. 1:32, Chicago penalty to Jack Johnson for holding, and that would be killed. Columbus starts with 28 seconds of power play time. The Hawks kill the rest of it off. Dave Wanstedt, former Bears coach and current analyst on NBC Sports, was in the booth, so he was helping analyze the game, and he scored on the shoot the puck that they have between the second and third intermission. So that was a very cool thing, Dave Wanstedt, before my time in the 90s coach, but I see him all the time watching the Bears games, who are playing right now, actually, and I should have been there right now, but, Christmas Eve, so I had to cancel. 16:39 then, it's a Columbus post and in goal from Marcus Bjork, 3rd of the season from Nyquist and Roslovic, which makes it 4-2. Stalock then makes a good save. Columbus getting near. 15:20, Chicago penalty to Dickinson for tripping, which would be killed, and that starts the penalty parade. 14:19, Chicago penalty to Tkachuk for boarding, which would be killed, so it was 5-on-3 for about a minute and a second, or for 59 seconds, and then it was 5-on-4 for a minute and a second. Kent Johnson hits the post. Tkachuk, and now with that Tkachuk boarding call, that was a stupid penalty by him. I don't know what he was thinking. And Bjork was slow to get up. And then after Kachuk stupidly boards Bjork, he throws off the gloves and goes after Line. I don't know what Kachuk was thinking tonight or what he was on. He was not there, and I don't know what he was doing at all tonight. Korpisalo and Dickinson. So Korpisalo and Dickinson annihilate each other on a near break. The puck was going for it. Both guys were going for it, and Dickinson nearly flips over fully Korpisalo. He did like a side flip. 12-16 then, it's a Chicago penalty to Kachuk and a Columbus penalty to served by Marchenko for roughing, and those would be coincidental. Kachuk then comes out of the box and just attacks Corrali. I don't know what he was doing. He was like a mad dog. And at 12-16, it's a Columbus penalty to Corrali for cross-checking, which would be killed. And I don't know how the Hawks ended up getting the power play out of that, because that was just insane. Kane was denied, and then Kane was denied again. 9:54, Columbus penalty to Bernie for hooking, which would be killed. Just parade of penalties. 9:54, Columbus, I said that one already. Olivier was just yelling at Kachuk at this point. 8:40, Columbus penalty to Bjork for delay of game, so it's 5-on-3 for 46 seconds and 5-on-4 for a minute and 13. 7:44, Chicago power play goal to Jonathan Toews, his 11th of the season, from Kane and Domi, which makes it 5-2. Then to end off the game, 3:33, Chicago penalty to Kachuk once again, and a Columbus penalty to Gabranson because they dropped the gloves and Fike. So Kachuk's had about 15 penalty minutes at this point. I don't know. And then somehow Columbus gets the extra penalty, and it's at 3:33 once again for a Columbus penalty. It would be served by Marchenko again. It's 4 minutes for roughing. I don't know why it was a double minor. I don't know what was going on at this point, but it was just wild. 1:53, Chicago penalty to Athanasiou for high sticking, and that was a bad call because it didn't hit him, whoever he was. I didn't see who it was. I didn't really hit. So it's 4-on-4 for 2 minutes to end off the game, and Chicago would have had a power play for 20 seconds, but it did not get there. And that was the first home win since November 3rd against the LA Kings for Chicago. So Merry Christmas to Blackhawk fans for that win. I don't have the standings up. Nothing new except Calgary passed Edmonton since Vancouver beat Edmonton last night. Yeah, that's all. That's really it. Chicago now has 20 points. Columbus and Anaheim are now tied with 22 for each tied with second to last. So hopefully the Hawks can hold on to that last spot there. And other than that, Merry Christmas to everyone. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a wonderful day and week and break, I guess. I guess how that works. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow's Christmas Day, so that'll be a relaxing day for me because we don't really do anything. We just kind of chill because Christmas Eve's the big one. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.